Hey guys, welcome back to another episode with colonial Virginia families and their descendants. So this one's a really fun one because this shows that both of the men that married Thomas Jefferson and Martha Wales' children, Maria Jefferson and Martha Jefferson, the only ones that survived to adulthood to have descendants, married two people, John Wales Epps and Thomas Mann Randolph, which are both descendants of the Bolling family. One is a descendant of Amanute, Pocahontas, Matawaka, and the other one is an Ann Stith descendant. So Thomas Mann Randolph's line is on the left, just a straight shot of his descendancy, and John Wales Epps is on the other side. So as you can see, John Wales Epps did marry Maria Jefferson. His father was Francis Epps and Elizabeth Wales. Elizabeth Wales is the half-sister to Martha Wales, wife of Thomas Jefferson. This is why I show it visually, because saying in words is way too confusing. She's also the half-sister of Sally Hemings, who was enslaved by Thomas Jefferson, because they all share the same father, John Wales, right here. Now we know that Francis Epps was the son of Richard Epps and Martha Bolling. How do we know that there's a Bolling connection? Because Robert Bolling II's will shows his son-in-law as being Richard Epps. And one of Richard Epps' kids is Martha Bolling Epps. It's also in his will, he shows his daughter being Sarah Epps and that her grandmother as Anne Bolling. So that clarifies the connection between Bolling and Epps. Richard Epps was the son of Francis Epps and Sarah. We don't know her maiden name, but they're both mentioned in the will. Even Martha Epps is, because she's mentioned as Martha Wales and she's mentioned as Martha Wales and Sarah Epps's will. So John Wales Epps fathered Betsy Hemings's children. So they would also be descendants of the Bolling family and Epps family. Likewise with Sally Hemings and Thomas Jefferson, their children would be descendants of the Randolphs. Now looking at Thomas Mann Randolph's line, we know his is true because in John Bolling I's will, he mentions his grandson being Richard Randolph and his son, meaning son-in-law, being Richard Randolph, and he mentions his daughter Randolph and daughter Fleming. So pretty easy to see that. And then you get Richard Randolph of Curls. He mentions his grandchildren and Carey. He mentions his grandchildren and children in his will. In Archibald Carey's will, he mentions his son-in-law being Thomas Mann Randolph and mentions his daughter as Anne Randolph. And in Thomas Mann Randolph Sr.'s will, he mentions his son Thomas Mann Randolph Jr. I just find these really fascinating, these things. And remember to look in the comments section below for any of these things. And if you enjoyed this video and want to keep up with these kind of connections, please feel free to subscribe.